San Francisco State coming off a championship in the 2025 CCAA Softball Tournament presented by FloCollege. Joined right now by head coach Alicia Reid. On her right, Lexi Holihan, and on her left, Rylee McDaniel. Coach, would you take us through your thoughts on today's 8-6 win over Cal State San Marcos?
Yeah, I mean, even though we put up runs early and quick, I mean, that gave you a little bit of confidence and room to breathe, but we know San Marcos has a high-power offense, and, so it was about just staying calm and collected and in the moment and what we were doing, and it took everybody this game to get that done, and, rotation of the pitching staff, more runs and more offense, and so San Marcos didn't make it easy, that's for sure, and so very excited for our girls to get that win at the end of the day.
Well, you guys talked about it right there. Set the tone early with the 6-run first inning. I know Rylee has a big 2-out hit to kind of go, but it's capped off there by Lexi with a 3-run homer to give you guys the 6-run. Lexi, take us through your at-bat and what you kind of saw.
So I actually watched film the morning of, and the morning I was just brushing my teeth, doing my hair, and I was like watching films, and they have a nice camera right in center field. You can see where they place it, and so I knew kind of the approach that she took at each batter, and so then I came in 2-0, and coach looks at me, she's like, take it, up to you. I'm like, okay, well, if she pitches it inside, this is going over the fence. Anywhere else, I'm taking. And then I was like, let's get on top. The wind wasn't a part like we talked about earlier. But I was like, let's just get on top. Let's just keep the inning going, passing the bat. We have the momentum, so let's just get some more runs, because 3 runs is definitely not enough with San Marcos. So, yeah.
And I got to ask you a question, because this whole tournament, we only saw 2 home runs hit. And this whole ballpark, in the number of games they played, saw 4 home runs hit the entire year. Did you think the ball was carrying a little bit better to left field in that first inning?
Yeah, I mean, it was really nice. I'm not a home run hitter. Let's just say that. Very much base to base, like walks. I'll take whatever I can get for free. And home run was definitely not the goal, because the fences were so far. You just want to hit it on a line, like get on top of something, and making the adjustment from day to day. But I think the wind definitely was not a part in that part of the game.
Well, like I said, take advantage, get the 6 runs on the board, give your pitcher some spot to work with. Rylee, could you take me through a little bit of, yes, they maybe gave up 6 runs today, but what your 2 pitchers, Alicia Reid and Mari Takata Bejan, how they really battled through, and I mean, they got the outs that you guys needed to win the championship.
Oh yeah, I mean, their confidence in themselves and in the defense in itself, like, it's amazing. And whether they're down 2-0, 3-0, we all have the confidence, they have the confidence in themselves to get back, get in there, pitch right at them, and get the outs that we need. And so maybe we had some ups and downs, but the whole time, our whole defense, we were riding behind their back. Whoever was pitching, we knew they were going to get the job done. So we had all the confidence in them.
Well, the pitchers got the job done, but I also got to say the offense got the job done, especially late. You guys put up 8 runs these last 2 games. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think anybody else really scored over 6 runs this entire tournament. What was working for you guys later in the tournament and just really helped you guys come alive offensively and keep the pressure on?
Well, I think a lot of it was, as a collective group, we knew we wanted to keep the ball out of the air, because anything in the air was going to be trouble, especially with the wind. So our approach was, see the ball down. We got kind of like a tight strike zone, so we're able to see, get the pitch that we want. So get the pitches that we want, see the ball down, hit the ball down in the ground, line drives, and then that really just sparked our offense. And that's, as soon as we get runners on, we're kind of unstoppable. So we can do anything with runners on.
Well, Lexi, this has been a journey for San Francisco State. You guys have never won the championship before. I think you've gone through this. Please correct me on the number. About 6 or 7 seniors on your team. Could you just tell me about
8?
8, thank you.
Yeah.
About the journey and kind of, you're not done yet. You guys are going to the tournament next week, but this is still has to be a goal that you guys had.
It's been a long journey, and we've had the pieces before, and like All-Americans, etc., and like just like trusting in our coach's ability and to get us base to base and like stealing, and we are a very aggressive team. And so knowing that and like actually buying in, it took like maybe a year or 2, but like having the same core group of people from the start and like adding an additional piece here and there, and like Rylee and Johnny, and like adding just like the pieces that we need to finally get it done. And like we all like just really have unstoppable chemistry, to be honest. And like everyone buying in and trusting on the field that we're going to get the job done. Like, we always look at each other. We know we're going to get the job done. And so, like, just, like, the trust is unstoppable as well. So,
Coach Reid, got to ask you, too, what does this mean to the Gators program?
Yeah, it's a huge step. Like you said, we've been here before in my tenure. However, couldn't take that jump to complete this and get the final win at the end of the tournament. And so this group has tremendous confidence in one another, and they're ultra prepared by the film that we watch, the practices that we go through in terms of being able to make defensive plays in high pressure situations. And the second half of this season, our offense has just been high power, and it's that confidence, it's our pitch selection, and again, like I said, being prepared to know who we're facing, our opponents, and how they like to attack us as hitters. They communicate very well from hitter to hitter, the communication on the defensive side, and trusting one another that we know adversity is going to come at some point, and they're calm and collected to still make those plays through no matter whatever happens.
Well, you got to make the comment now. You guys came into the weekend ranked number 2 in the regional. Obviously could not have hurt yourself with this home one. What opportunities are in front of you guys next weekend?
Yeah, next weekend, very excited at the opportunity of getting to take that next step to regionals, right? Like I said, I think the last time we were there was 2019 with a very young group, and it's quite the opposite as we go into next weekend having a very experienced group in senior class, as we mentioned. So it's postseason. So this week and winning, you're celebrating it for the moment and excited about that, but we know that then becomes the past going into next weekend. And no matter who we end up facing, it's a whole new series, it's a whole new game, and we're excited for that opportunity and can't wait to get there. But we'll celebrate this one first.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for coming in. And thank you for bringing your trophy.
Thank you.